Hello everyone. I'm a little bit late. Okay. Hi, how are we doing? Welcome in. We're gonna draw anime characters as My Little Ponies today. I'm very, very excited. This is gonna be a fun one. I've been looking forward to, I've been looking forward to every day of my debut week. They're all things I want to do. This music feels like it's so loud. I guess not. Okay, well. Okay, we're here in Krita. For some reason, Krita didn't want to work. It took me a while to get it set up properly, but we're here. It's going. Oh, and now it won't let me zoom in and out. Why not? Wait, why won't it let me zoom? It'll let me move it. Finally finished trial 4. I'm so sad. Oh, what a tragedy. Yeah. Gundam's execution is particularly devastating. Like, there's a lot of them that are, like, gory, kind of brutal, like Kaede's is. But Gundam's is just sad. Like, it feels hopeful, though. Seriously, I can't figure out how to zoom in. We're gonna have a problem if I can't zoom in. Why was it working before and it won't work now? Is there like a... Can I type somewhere? Oh, there's a... There we are, we found it. Fizzy's really smart, you guys. Okay. We are drawing anime characters as ponies. Penultimate chapter though, let's go, yeah! Woohoo! Almost to the end. That's not tomorrow, 2 days from now. We're gonna be streaming the murder part of chapter 5, so that'll be fun. We're just about to get there. Okay. I need to make my brush smaller. I don't know who I'm drawing first. I am open. Oh, wait, I'm on the bomb plan part of chapter 5. Doesn't Nagito blow up the fucking resort? Yeah. Yeah, he does. I had completely forgotten about the bombs entirely until we got there, and then I was like, what the fuck is happening? Okay. Oh, we're talking about Danganronpa. We could draw a Danganronpa pony. Okay, I put Sonia in the thumbnail, just because I love Sonia. But we could draw her as a pony. I do think, let me pull up a picture of her. Let me get myself a reference here. Hold on. Start simple and Juliet. Oh, Sailor Moon is a good idea, actually. Let's do that. Okay. Can I import a reference image into Krita? I don't know. Let's find out. Like, can I copy paste it? That would be the easiest way to do it. We're finding out. We're learning. Okay. Copy image. Ooh. I don't know which one of these. Does Hirohime from Date Everything count? She's technically an anime girl. I'm gonna say no because I want to stick to characters that are in anime, and that is a video game. But maybe. I don't know. There's like a pop-up happening. That scares me. That's okay. I'm not gonna import a reference. Okay. There is, am I losing my mind, or is there a Sailor Moon pony, like, as a background character in the show? Am I making that up? Okay, they're in the comics. Yeah, there we go. I recognize these characters. Oh, there is one in the show! Oh, in the dream sequence with the Chantibus. I knew it. Okay. So that one does exist, but there's no reason I can't make my own version as well. Okay, so I think we gotta start drawing. What color is Sailor Moon as a pony? What if we make her white, because that's the main base color of her uniform. So we'll get like a light gray in here. Okay. So the guide to drawing ponies, if you didn't know, we're gonna start with 3 circles. The first one is the head. I made the back one a little too small. And then the second one is like the front part of the pony. And then you want the next one to be a little bit higher than that one.
When you're trying to build your credit.
Not the ad. Whoa, whoa. Hey. I disabled my ad blocker. That's what just happened. Ah, wah, wah. Hold on. White with a yellow mane? Yeah, okay. Give me 1 second to get the music going again. I will get it pulled back up. There we go. Here we are. Music going, no more ads. Okay. Great. Now we can get back to drawing. Great. Okay. That's a little, we'll drag it in like that. There we go. That's fine. Okay. So then you get kind of the back of a neck, and then you get this bean shape is the main shape of the body. Oh, that's too... Actually, I think the head is a little too far forward. Why don't we just lasso you? Lasso tool, where are you? I have to re-familiarize myself with Krita. Hold on. Is it you? Yeah, no, it's definitely not that one. What is that? Whoa, now I'm just having fun playing with tools. There we are. I found it. I found it. Okay. We're gonna move it back. Actually, I want to rotate it. There we go. There we go. That's a much better pony shape. Unicorn, Pegasus, or Earth Pony. Okay. I feel like no basis at all. My brain says Pegasus immediately. I think we could go any route though. Okay, let me get the muzzle in there. Obviously Unicorn makes sense because she has magic, right? Like that's... However, I do also think Earth Pony because of this like normal high school girl kind of thing. We're gonna erase some of this. Oh, I should write Sailor Moon so people coming into the chat know who we're drawing. There we go. Okay. Moon also makes sense with Unicorn. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Come on, leg. It's been a while since I've drawn ponies. I also feel like my lines always come out shaky when I'm drawing on an art tablet. There we go. Oh, well, no. Hold on. Okay, let me get this front leg in here. I feel like my ponies always come out really tall. And I kind of like that for them. Whoa. Okay. See, if we just make the line thick enough, then we can erase part of it. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna erase some of these like anatomy lines in here because we don't need those now. It's been a long time since I've seen any Sailor Moon. I used to like it when I was younger, but I haven't watched it in quite a while. Okay. I watch a lot of magical girl anime. What's the most recent magical? Well, the most recent show I watched was Lolly Rock, but that's not anime. RRR. I've been really into Hiragaru Sky Pretty Cure. I really enjoy Magical Boy. That's a good concept. Oh wait, it should be higher. That's the problem. There we go. Yeah, that's better. That's better. Okay, and And then I want to make her butt just a little bit lower. Oh, there we go. This is a solid pony base. Okay. Stretches. Okay. I want to zoom in further and draw a cutie mark on her. Right, I have to zoom in from down here. Okay. I always zoom in on canvases so much. Whoa. This way is what I want. Okay. Designing the cutie mark is like the part I was most excited about. So hear me out. We're gonna get, you know, like the little like half moon symbol thing? Like that Luna has on her face. Cat Luna, not like this shape, right? Is the cat's name Luna? It's been so long since I've seen it. I'm suddenly not sure if I'm right about that. Okay, so we have that is like the base of our cutie mark. We're gonna move it down. And because she's Usagi, I want to get some bunny ears in here. Let me make it bigger. Or maybe I want to look at some more references of her. She put the moon with the compact heart. Yeah, the heart's a good idea. Okay. Oh, the bow. What about her bow too would be a good thing to put in there. I'm thinking. I'm kind of just looking at pictures of her now. I really like the idea of putting the bow in here. I think the compact is a good idea too, though. Let me get an image specifically of that. Okay. The moon. Yeah. The compact heart with the bunny ears on top of it. I think that's the move. We could do. Okay. I want to look at specifically references of the heart-shaped compact. Okay, so we need, I'm gonna erase the moon. We're gonna draw it again. I'm erasing the moon. There's no more moon. I will steal the moon. That was a bad accent. Okay. So let's get like a pink color to draw the compact. I need to make my brush even smaller. Because I've for some reason drawn her absolutely tiny on this giant canvas. Okay, so we're gonna draw in like a heart shape. That's bad though. And we're gonna fill this in. Right, okay, and then we're gonna get our yellow, like golden yellow kind of color. And draw the moon inside of the heart. Actually, let's tilt it a little bit. Yeah, more like that. No, that's too, like, high up. Whoa, I just dropped my pen. This kind of looks like a banana. That's okay though. There we go, and then we'll use the same yellow, I think, to draw the bunny ears. This is very silly. This looks very goofy. Okay, what if I trace, like, the outline of the heart as well? Because the compact kind of has gold around it. If I can trace a line, oh my god. I'm still not very good with the art tablet. Ooh. There we go. Okay, and then we can erase a little bit in here. Okay, this is actually really cute. I like this. We're gonna make it smaller though. Wait, I've got it. And then, ready? We're gonna put the bow at the bottom. Oh, this is good. This is good. Okay, we'll get a nice bright red. I'm gonna fill in that gap. Don't worry, I see it. Remember when I wrote Sailor Moon on the screen so that other people could see it and then scrolled away and we can't see it anymore? That's pretty fun. Okay, then let's get that gold color again and make just a dot in the center of the bow. There we go. That's a Sailor Moon cutie mark. A Sailor Moony mark, if you will. Okay. So now we're gonna draw probably her mane and tailor next. And so the first thing that I know I want to do, just right off the bat, is I want her little bun thing at the top of her tail. Here, let me actually, we're gonna get a darker yellow to do the outlines. Okay. Nope. Let me see what it looks like on her. She has very, very thin hair. I've never noticed just how thin her hair is. Okay. But it does, like, we're gonna give her kind of like a billowy sort of look. Billowing? Is that the word I'm looking for? Billowing in the wind? Right, and then she'll have, oh, I didn't give her ears. We'll have to do that. I want to pull up a reference of a pony. Why haven't I done that yet? Hold on. I have literally just Googled the letters MLP. There we go. Rarity, you're gonna be our reference. Okay. I always like to make my pony ears a little bit pointy. Do horses have pointy ears? Kind of. That's not, like, unfounded. Can we make male ponies? Yeah, absolutely we can. I am not opposed to that at all. I have never really drawn male ponies much, so it'll be an adventure. I like an adventure, though. Okay, there we go. Okay, we need our hair outline color again. Great. So the reason I wanted an ear is so I could put, like, the shape of the bun going behind the ear. And then I think I actually want her hair to be somewhat short. Okay. So then her, like, mane, the front of her hair kind of has that heart shape. Wait, that looks really good, actually. I'm really happy with these lines. Okay. Yeah, so it kind of comes around there and then maybe back a little bit here. Okay. Good, good, good. And then we'll erase these lines. I don't know why I drew this all on one layer. That was probably not the smartest move in the world, but that's okay. We're gonna do another layer with coloring underneath. This is just an outline. Oh, she's kind of really cute. I like her a lot. This looks like Sailor Moon already to me. And then she's got pretty big eyes. Yeah, like she's got super tall eyes. And they're like only, I'm trying to think of how much I want to like mix the two styles. Oh wait, we were gonna make her a unicorn. Let's do that. Hold on. Wait, her mane is actually like the perfect shape for being a unicorn, isn't it? Like because of this like heart, the like heart shape thing on her face, that's good. Her horn is, I think, gonna be a little bit low. Yeah, okay, and then we'll draw a few lines across there and we'll erase. I think that's a slightly lighter gray. I think I copied it just a little bit wrong, but that's all right. There, that's really cute. Okay, now we need her eye. Oh, this is the part I'm like scared of. She has very tall eyes, is the thing. I wanna take a look at pony eyes. Okay. So I want it to come. That's too Fluttershy. She needs very like. Bright, tall eyes. Okay, and then we'll draw. This will be kind of a pupil here. And then she has, are her eyes blue, right? She's got like dark blue eyes, yeah. That might be too dark, actually. That's a little bit better. And then like a lighter, brighter color to get like those pony highlights. There we go. Oh, that's a My Little Pony eye right there. And then we'll give her a big smile, a little nostril. Okay. The other thing I wanted to do, now that I drew in the horn, I want her mane to come over top of the horn. Same here, I want this line to extend down around the ear. I think that'll look best. Okay. Oh, right. This was the other thing I wanted to do. So when you're looking at Sailor Moon, she has this like crown thing in between her bangs. And I think I want to include that like coming down around her horn. There we go. That looks good. I like that. Then that'll be like a golden color. Let me clean up this a little bit here too. Now her outline just looks so thick. But that's all right. There, we'll kind of thin it out a bit. Oh, this music is spooky. I like the little spooky music. That's the slightly lighter gray, actually. I probably shouldn't have copied it from the horn. Oh well. No, it was better before. Okay. This is a solid outline. Do I want to give her... She could have like her choker, maybe? That would be another good accessory for her to have. So let's get a darker red. Here, we're gonna take this color, make it a little bit darker. Maybe slide it a little more towards pink. There we go, and then we'll draw on. Boop. Boop. Okay. I think... Honestly, I think that's good. Maybe her boots, actually. That would be another good thing. Okay, do we think she should have boots on all 4 hooves or just the back 2? Let me get some... Oh, that's the eraser. Get a boot shape in there. I kind of like boots just on her back hooves. That feels very G3 to me, and I like that. All 4? I don't know. I might... Whoa, I thought I clicked the eraser. We can draw all 4 and see if I like it more. But I'm kind of really vibing with just the front 2, or just the back 2, I mean. Okay. Let me erase this out of here. I think we're hearing music I haven't heard before. We're still listening to Sakura Girl. We're always listening to Sakura Girl. My beloved. Yeah, actually, I do think you're right. I think you're right that all 4 is a good call. If I can draw a straight line! I can't, spoiler alert. Okay. Eraser. That's what I'm looking for. And then we'll get, like, the boots and the choker. The inside of them is gonna be the same shade of red as I put the bow on her cutie mark. This is a little different than her canon shoe design, because those have white stripes at the top, but I feel like that'll look weird when she is primarily white. Soda's reminder to drink some water. You're so smart. Fizzy's gonna take a drink, actually. Beverage man. That's what in the musical we watched. Yesterday we watched the Danganronpa 2 musical, and Sonia kept calling Soda Beverage Man, and it was really funny. That was a good bit. Okay, I'm gonna zoom out just a little bit. Oh, I think she's very cute. Okay, I'm gonna turn the background off. That looked really funny. But we're gonna do that. Oh, that's too big of a brush. So we can see the white coloring underneath. There we go. Boop, boop, boop. Something I'm really working on right now is trying to be more comfortable with a little bit of dead air while I'm streaming. Like, not dead air, because I have the music in the background, but I'm trying to not feel like I need to be talking every single moment if I'm not playing a game. Which is funny, because a lot of beginning advice you see when you're, like, just starting streaming, a lot of people, their advice is don't ever have dead air, don't ever be silent, talk, talk, talk. But then when you watch any, like, big streamers, like, that's a huge thing they all do, is that they're very comfortable just being quiet for a minute, especially in, like, just chatting streams or art streams, that kind of thing. Zakura's new twin, new zebra in town. Man, I'm really into the idea of the square checkerboard zebra. Okay, let's make that brush bigger again. It was just to get around that corner that it needed to be small. That's my newest vocal stim that I do all the time, is that rhythm, which is the rhythm of Nico Nico Ni. And I don't know if that's intentional or not. Like, I don't know if my brain said, man, be Nico right now. Nico Nico Ni. Anata no hata ni Nico Nico Ni. I don't know the whole thing. Nico would be a fun character to draw. Okay. So now we're gonna copy this red, and that's gonna be the red for her choker and her boots. I can make it a little bit bigger to do this. Well, that's too big. And there's still gray edges, of course. I shouldn't have drawn that on the same layer. Well, we'll work on it. We'll erase some of that in there. Don't worry about it. It's all fine. Went to the library and did some Japanese. I can ask it. Ooh, I don't know how to read Japanese, unfortunately. I know words. I cannot read any Japanese. That's not true. I know the kanji da. That's the only thing I can read. Oishii! This pizza is tasty. Oishii pizza. I think it's just the word pizza, right? I feel like I've heard them say that in anime. Je parle français, mais pas japonais. Okay, this is a thing that my brain does. I'm curious if anyone else who speaks multiple languages has this, where... So my brain defaults to filling everything in. So like if I'm speaking Japanese, which I know very little of, as an example, if I don't know a word, my brain will just automatically put the French in. And I do find it goes the other way too. If I, for some reason, know a word in Japanese but not in French, that does happen there. Just that doesn't happen as often because I know more words in French. I don't know, like, is that a normal bilingual experience, or am I just weird? I guess that wouldn't even be a bilingual experience. That would have to be a trilingual experience. I would not call myself trilingual, though. I'm working on Japanese. Right now, I'm at the moment of, you know, watching anime and pretending I'm learning any Japanese from it. Most of the Japanese I do know, I've learned from music, because I write trans lyrics for songs, so I spend a lot of time looking at... These lines are so messy. It's just gonna have to be messy. Okay. I spend a lot of time looking at direct translations next to the words, so then I pick up a lot of them. Wah, wah, wah. Alright, that's fine. It's a little bit gross. We'll know for next time that if we're drawing accessories, they have to be on their own layer. Okay. Now we'll get a nice bright yellow in for the hair. Let me see. She has, like, seriously yellow hair. Jesus Christ. Okay. Romantically with my sister. I learned what omoe wa means. So that's the most I learned. Should we name her Usagi? Yeah, I mean, she could be named Usagi. I feel like it needs to be something more than that. Like, there needs to be another word in there. I don't know. Like, pony names tend to be multiple words. Okay, this is a fascination I have. Is how pony names evolved. So in G1, most ponies had one-word names. There actually, if you didn't know, is a pony named Fizzy in G1. That's not where my name comes from, but it is a name that a pony has. But even, like, the ones, like, that the main 6 in G4 are based on were named, like, just Twilight, or Surprise, or Firefly. Like, they tended to be, even the original 6 were Minty and Butterscotch and Bluebell. I know Butterscotch and Bluebell are both kind of 2 words, but you know what I mean. I can't speak on G2 names, because I don't know G2 at all. I don't know any G2 ponies. But then G3 brought us a lot of names like Scootaloo and Cheerilee and Toolaroola that are like kind of silly little words. And then G4, most new characters had 2-word names. You know, things like Twilight Sparkle or like, I don't know, I can't think of any examples off the top of my head, but a lot of G4 original characters, I mean, yeah, had 2 different words shoved together, like first name, last name system starting. But then in G5, they really took that all the way, and every G5 pony, all of them, with a few exceptions being like Alphabiddle, for instance, which I do believe Alphabiddle is actually a G1 name, so I guess that doesn't count. But anyway, what was I saying? Right, they, like, exclusively have the structure. First name is oh, I didn't erase this line. First name is, like, straight up could be a human name. Like, not necessarily that it is, but things like Izzy and Sunny and Misty, and, like, those could be real people, you know? And then their last name is 2 words shoved together, names like Moonbow, or, what's Hitch's last name? Trailblazer. Anyway, I find that evolution really interesting. Considering I'm drawing them in, like, a G4 style was the intention. I think something along that naming structure is better. Okay, we're gonna make this a little bit duller. That's straight up the same color as the outline, hold on. We need it to be lighter, because this is, like, gold. Like, this isn't part of her hair, this is... Okay, great. I'm gonna go to this one and erase this. Man, I could talk about ponies all day. Okay, she's cute! I like her! And we can put her background back on now. Aww! First anime pony done! And it only took us like 40 minutes. I was not expecting any of them to take that long. Okay. Who else do I want to draw? Who's like, I made a list of characters I want to draw. Let's see, we could draw like Miku. I know Miku's not from an anime though. I said I wanted to stick to characters that are from anime. I kind of want to draw someone from Love Live. Yeah, I want to draw someone from Love Live. Who should we draw? I feel like Nico is kind of the iconic one. Let me look at some Love Live characters and see, like, if any of them really jump out to me. I did put Chica in the thumbnail. We could draw Chica just because of that. No idea what that anime is, so have fun. Oh, it's an idol anime. It's one of my favorites. If you look, the thumbnail for this video, the one with orange hair is from there. I'm trying to think what, if you know the song Snow Halation at all, that's probably the most popular Love Live song. Unfortunately, the way that Love Live made it into the cultural zeitgeist, is the original TikTok doing the dance to the hit or miss, but they never miss, huh? That is a Love Live cosplayer, actually, in that video, cosplaying Miko Yazawa. Do we want to do a Muse member? That would be fun. Yeah, I think I want to do Nico. She's just so iconic. But do we want 2 pigtail girls in a row? I'm undecided. You know who would make a really cute pony, actually, is Yohane. Hold on. That also, just so everyone knows, I am 100% insistent on calling her Yohane. I will not ever call her Yoshiko, because I think the bit... Oh my god, we're gonna draw another gray pony then, because she's gotta be gray, because that's her image color. But the joke joke, quote unquote, of friend insists we call her a name and we refuse to do it. Like, actually, you're just bad friends. Okay, she's gonna be like a darker gray though. Okay, we gotta get our circles in here. This, I don't even know how it's gonna scale next to Sailor Moon. Okay. That's too small. Why do I keep drawing it so small? Here, let's just like fill it out. Kind of like that. There we go. That works. Okay, and then we can erase. We can erase some of this in here. Okay, this is good. And then we'll get our neck. Why do I keep drawing the neck so thick? Yohane, I feel like, has a very sharp muzzle. Because of the way her nose is drawn. If you didn't know, Yohane has a slightly different nose than anyone else in Love Live. Okay, let's see how this is looking when we erase things more. Some people have speculated that the different nose is because she's autistic, and I think that's really funny. Like, the idea that someone sat down and said, how do we demonstrate autism? I know, nose. Okay. There we go, that feels like a Yohane face. Okay, and then we'll get an ear in here. I think that ear is a little too far forward. Oh well. I don't feel like erasing it, so it's gonna be this way. I have the Gen 3 theme song of My Little Pony stuck in my head. It's a banger. Genuinely, Gen 3 had really good music. Nothing Says Christmas Like a Pair of Socks. Absolute incredible song. That goes so hard. Okay, then we'll get our bean shape going. That's a bad bean shape. Oh, there we go. This is good. See, this is the other thing that's really nice, is that as we do this, we're gonna get better at drawing ponies. I used to draw ponies all the time. I used to be pretty good at it. But I haven't done really much drawing at all other than what I've done on stream lately. I drew... I'll have to post a picture of it somewhere in like a practice session for this stream. I did make a few of them. I wasn't gonna say it because I had been planning to draw on stream, but I don't think I am now. But I made like a practice one of drawing Sonia Nevermind. Rainbow Dash always dresses in style. I hope we hear a story from Cheerily. Ha ha ha. I don't remember the Cheerily one. I remember the Rainbow Dash dresses in style part. That, if we want to get specific. I don't know why I just went with the British accent for that. That's G3.5, which is a little different than G3. They are adjacent. But there was a soft reboot in there. Okay. And there we go. Okay, that's a good leg shape. If I can make this a little bit rounder. There we go, and then I want the back one to be a little bit higher up. And again, we'll erase some of that to make it work a little bit better. Yay! Okay, this is a base pony shape. Yohane, you're coming together. Yohane, my Chunabu queen. I do think Yohane needs to be a Pegasus because she has feathers so deeply associated with her, which scares me a little bit because wings are hard to draw. That's okay. I wanna, at some point, I want to draw at least one alicorn, so we should be thinking about who would be a good alicorn. That, like I said, I did like a practice drawing of Sonia, and I made her an alicorn because she's a princess. I feel like the actual base of Yohane came together way faster than Sailor Moon did. Partially probably just because I have the practice now. I feel more, like, warmed up. I should have done drawing exercises. Wait, you know who would be a good alicorn? Wait, hear me out. Okay, because I'm really, really, really obsessed right now with the currently airing anime, I Wanna Love You Till Your Dying Day. Actually, such a beautiful story. I think I talked about this yesterday too, because it's like the only thing I'm thinking about right now is how much I love that anime. That's not true, I'm thinking about my debut constantly. Obviously. Which you can see the timer, it's coming soon, it's happening! I have finished my lore video. That's the part I was really worried about not getting done in time. Anyway though, I Wanna Love You Till Your Dying Day. We should draw Mimi. And she can be an alicorn. I thought I still had the eraser. Can I make this a little bit rounder? There we go, that's better shape. Okay. You know who else would be fun to draw as Madoka? I have so many thoughts. I've also been watching, Kaguya-sama. That's the other one I'm watching right now. I hadn't seen it yet. And I do love Chica, Tachika, Tachika, Chica! The ear is bothering me. I do want to move it back further. There we go, there she is. Okay, cutie mark next. I think I'm actually gonna keep her this same color to draw her cutie mark. We're gonna zoom in again more. That's too far. Okay. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, so I wanna pull up in Love Live. Yeah, they all have like character symbols. In Yohane's is this little, like, demon-looking thing. And I think I want to try to draw that as her cutie mark. So, it's, like, kind of a circle is the main piece of it. We'll draw that and we'll color it in. And then I'll worry about the details next. Okay. So it's like that, but then it's got like these little like wing flappy things. This looks like a piece of candy. Okay. There we go. And then like little ears. So the ears are part of, they're still rounded. I think I'm gonna have to erase part of the top of that. Yes, I see this coming together. There we go. Okay, and then we just need to erase out the center to be the shape of its little face, and then we've got it. Those kind of like slightly angry eyes. We're gonna have to make the brush even smaller. And it's got like a big toothy, fangy smile. Here. I'm gonna erase out the shape of the smile, and then I'm gonna draw the fangs back in. Okay. Oh, there we go. That's pretty close. That's Yohane's character symbol. I also, you know what I want to do? Hold on. Okay, we're gonna get rid of the background, and then we're gonna zoom back out because I don't want this outline to be a straight up gray. I want it to be slightly blue. And so we're gonna add a new layer. This is what I learned how to do, and then we're gonna do this. Boop, 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 boo. Okay, and now we can merge this layer down. And then we can turn our background back on. Yay! Okay. So now her, like, actual hair is a pretty bright blue. And she's got one bun on the side. I've drawn her facing the way so the bun will be on the opposite side of her hair from where we are. Okay, I'll make the brush smaller. It's more of like a greenish blue, and it is seriously pretty bright. But we're just drawing the outline, so we want a dark color. There we go. Okay, let's zoom back in. Okay, let me get a look at her. Okay, so she has... Whoa, I made the brush tiny. That's too big. Can we get it to like 3? Whoa. 3. Boom. Okay. Wait, no, I learned my lesson last time. I need to be drawing details on another layer. Okay, so let's get actually the hair in front of her face is gonna be a little bit shaped like Twilight's bangs. But a little bit more... You know, a little bit more, like... broken up is what I was trying to say there more of. There we go. And then her hair is gonna kind of come down and like curl just a little bit. Like, she doesn't have curly hair, but there needs to be a little bit of a wave to it. I don't like the shape of that. I actually am pretty happy with just this. Okay. And then she's got that bun in her hair. We're gonna put it right here. I do think I want to give her the feather in the bun as well. Like, go full Yohane form. Okay. Actually, wait. What if she had a slightly shorter tail? Like, what if it stopped around there? That would be cute for her. Oh, that's Yohane. That feels right. It's just a little bit messy. Okay, let's get a line going up higher. There we go. And then we can kind of erase. We'll have to redraw those. There we go. Okay. This feels like Yohane to me. Okay, then I wanted the feather in her hair, which is gonna be gray. How do I want to do that? What do feathers look like in My Little Pony? There we go. That gets the idea of feather across. Okay. So then I want to go to this layer because I need to erase the lines in between her mane, which I drew on a different layer because I learned my lesson. Look at Fizzy learning. Genuinely, I think she's such a cutie pie. Yohane would be such a cute pony. Oh, I wanted to make her a Pegasus. That's right, that's right. I got all distracted. Okay. I need to see a picture, hold on, of a Pegasus with folded wings. Let's get an image in here. All right, this is lightning dust that we're looking at. Okay. So it comes around. I was completely wrong on the shape of what folded wings look like in My Little Pony. we go, and we'll erase some of this. Unfortunately, I will have to erase part of her cutie mark as well. But that's okay. Okay. And so then there's kind of that shape and lines that come out of it. Alright, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. I'll take that. I've done better, I've done worse. Alright. Oh my god, if I can draw a line. We should do a stream that's just like relearning to use an art tablet. I also need to erase this bit in there. Okay. Great, now we're gonna draw an eye on here. What are Yohane's eyes shaped like? So she has pretty almond eyes. Which is actually probably the closest pony to that is gonna be Twilight. Okay, we'll get a pure black in there. Okay, let me erase some of this. And then I want this to be slightly more rounded, but not a ton. And I do like the idea of that part being pretty thick, so it looks like she has eyeliner on. And then I also want to erase, like, underneath where the hair is, because the hair is going to sit on top of her eye. Okay. And then she has pink eyes, right? Am I crazy? Yes, she does. I don't know why I doubted that. I know what the Love Live characters look like. Can I erase some of that in there? Now I've erased too much, though. Okay, there we go. And then we'll do the same thing we did on Sailor Moon, where we just kind of get a couple other variations of this color and throw them in there, and then we'll get a pure white for the highlights. Oh, cute. All right. Little smile, yay! That is so a Yohane pony. Can I actually take, hold on, idea. I want to take the front of her face and just rotate it a little bit like that. That, like, messed it all up. But it looks better overall. Okay. Okay, now I think it's time to color her. I'm so happy with her. Alright, let's get her hair color in here first, because I think that will be most important to making her look like Yohane. It seriously is a bright blue. I didn't remember her hair being that bright. This music is nice. So I'm gonna talk about Love Live for a second now, because there's a bunch of different types of the Love Live anime. And I know Sunshine is a lot of people's favorite. I think I like the anime of Sunshine the most, but I think Muse is my favorite group. I don't know. I do love all of them. I haven't seen a lot of the recent, I don't know anything about Bluebird. I don't even know what the group name of what the actual group's name is. I only know that the project is called Bluebird. I don't even know if that's true anymore. I don't know if it's like Niji originally being PDP where they changed it. I genuinely know nothing about them. I could not name a single member of... That's not true, actually. Polka. I know the leader is named Polka. And then I didn't finish watching the Superstar anime either. That's the other one that I don't know a lot about. I should have just made my brush bigger. Okay, I'm gonna stop. Drink break. Fizzy needs to take a drink. Okay, now we'll color the tail. And I will make the brush bigger to do it. I don't know why. Well, here, let me color the tips first. There is probably a bucket tool. In fact, I know there is. I've used it. I don't know why I'm refusing to now. I genuinely have no answer for you. Okay. Okay, now we'll make the brush a bit bigger. Ooh, jazzy. So, when I first started watching Love Live, when I was watching School Idol Project for the first time, I didn't really know how Crunchyroll worked yet, because I was quite young. It was one of the first anime I ever watched on Crunchyroll. And I accidentally watched season 2 before season 1, and I remember thinking, like, wow, I really love how they just, like, throw you into the story. They really don't explain the characters or anything. That's really interesting and unique. No, it wasn't. They very much did explain the characters and story. Here, we're gonna color in the eye there. I know you can't see it because it's white on white, but trust it'll look good when we get the body color in. So we're gonna take this and we're gonna make it a lighter gray, but still like a blue gray. Oh right, I have to color. I'm not on a different layer. Why did I think that would work? Genuinely, what was my brain doing when I decided to do that? We're just gonna do this. There we go. Ooh, not quite. There. I colored outside the lines a little bit. See, there, I did it again. I did the nika nika nee. Nika nika nee. What if we drew a Fizzy pony? That might be fun. Fizzy as a pony would be a Pegasus, of course. However, I think... I don't know. I was gonna say I think I'd have small wings like Scootaloo when she's in her adult form, but I don't think I would. I think I'd have normal-sized wings. They just don't work. Noted Fizzy lore. Fizzy is a fairy, but I can't fly. I almost just said I'm a Pegasus. I'm not a Pegasus. Genuinely, I think if I were to make a new VTube character for myself, I think she would be some kind of anthropomorphic horse, like very Uma Musume adjacent. Oh, that would be a fun thing to draw for another character, to make like an Uma Musume as a My Little Pony. I bet people have done that. That, I think, would be like a super fun cosplay. Would be one of the pony characters in the Uma Musume uniform. That's a thought I've had before, that I'd really like to cosplay that, like Pinkie Pie wearing, you know, like the purple Uma Musume dress. Pinkie Pie and Haru Urara would be best friends. They'd be perfect. What a good combo. I call them combos. Okay. Now we're gonna get white and do the white of the eye. Whatever my brain was doing before. Wait, that went too far out. Hold on. Make the brush smaller. Brush size is my friend. I need to remember that I can change it whenever. Okay, and then I actually do want to get this gray again. Just a little bit there. Oh, she's so cute. This is so Yohane. Okay, let's zoom out. Let's look at her and Sailor Moon together. I like that Sailor Moon's a little bit taller than her too. That's cute. Okay, who do we want to draw? I wrote down a list. Other characters that I thought about. I did write down a few VTubers. I don't know if I want to. I thought about Ai Hoshino would be a fun idol. Yuki Takeya, that would be another really good one. Gakugurashi is my favorite anime. Just ever, period. I love Gakugurashi. Stretching a little bit. Or we could do, right, I wanted to draw Mimi. I'm kind of scared to Google pictures of her because I don't want spoilers. The manga is, so the actual show is still currently airing, but I know the manga is out. Oh, what's her last name? Is it Kagari? I think. Yeah, it is. Oh, there she is. What a sweetheart. Look at her. I don't know if her design would translate very well as a pony, though, actually, now that I'm looking at her. Yeah, I don't know. Chat, who else should we draw? I kinda do want to draw Yuki Takeya, because I want to draw her little hat. Let's do that. She's from Gakugurashi, which if you didn't know, that's my favorite anime. Why does Google think I want to use AI mode? Gross. Yuki Takeya. Which, I'm very hesitant to talk about Gakugurashi. Oh, that's a picture of her as Megune. That's really cute. I'm hesitant to talk about that show here. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna draw a full body of her. I think I'm just gonna do her head, literally just because I want to draw her little hat. Okay, I think I want her to be, hold on, either red or blue. She could be like a darker blue, or yeah, let's go with the dark blue, because that kind of goes with her school uniform. Okay, again, I'm literally just drawing the head. That's all we're getting of her. Why don't I actually, I'm going to scroll over and I'm going to put it in between these two. I've also made the brush massive. So then we need this to be a little bit more of an oval. And she is going to have a very round nose. I've like made that huge. Oh, wah, wah, wah. There we go. This is better. This is a better shape. Okay. But it's still, I want to like rotate it. Hold on. Okay. Boop, boop, boop. I know the reason it fucks up like that when I rotate it is because I'm drawing very small. I don't know why I do that. That's just kind of my go-to. When I have a big blank canvas in front of me, it scares me. Okay, so she needs to have like a very big happy smile. Alright. Great. So now I want to draw her hat. We're gonna go with a pure black for the outline. And it goes... Okay. I don't think I've ever drawn a pony with a hat before. And it's got little cat ears on it. I think it's gotta go up more. See if we erase some of this. Oh, I did the same thing I did with Sailor Moon where I drew it all on one layer. Whoopsies. I'm also on the layer I colored the other ones on too, so I'll have to make a new layer anyway. That's the back ear. So the front is actually going to go across like that. It's still, I think it needs to be taller. There we go. Fill more. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. Tomorrow, one of the things I'm excited about, showing you guys my doll collection tomorrow. I'm also going to be showing off ponies included in that. I don't know if ponies really count as dolls or not. I'm counting them for the sake of the stream. Okay, there we go. And then she has like a little like bear pin thing, so we'll get a nice dark brown. That kind of made a heart. It was supposed to be a bear shape. I assume the bear because of Megune. Go watch Gakugarashi if you haven't seen it. The thing about it, it's my favorite anime. As I said, it's not like actually readily available anywhere, which is super annoying. Okay, so then now we need like a pink color, a nice reddish pink. Okay. And what is her hair? Her hair is very like messy and stringy. I also, actually, hold on. I want to move her muzzle in more. I know, I keep changing the shape of her head. Whoa! That feels better. I feel like her muzzle is really big. Maybe that's the problem. Yeah, I think that made it better. It also made it blurrier. Here, we're gonna, I think, I've made the brush too big. Okay. Let's just like retrace over it to get rid of some of that blurriness. I just suddenly, out of nowhere, like, super strongly smelled sunscreen. And I have no idea why that would happen. I'm home alone. There's no one else here. Where the hell did sunscreen come from? Okay. So she, much like Sailor Moon, is gonna have big, like, round eyes. I've also drawn her at a slightly different angle here, so we can do like that. I didn't draw her hair. That's what I was doing. I got distracted. Okay, so Yuki has very messy, I don't know. That feels good for her. And she has, yeah, so kind of like, I feel like she'd be more recognizable if I was, like, drawing her whole body. Like, if I was giving her a cutie mark, I guess her cutie mark would probably be a picture of this hat, actually. Or, like, Yuki's cutie mark would be, like, flowers, but they'd look like they're drawn in crayon. Because it's her creating it, right? Like, it's her... What is her special talent if not creating the world around her? Again, go watch the anime. I can't say more than that. Alright. And then I need to add another layer underneath to color it. Again, there's the... I do it without even thinking. Okay. So, like I said, I wanted her to be blue. Kind of the color of the school uniform. Because she wears a different uniform. Wait. Yeah, she wears a different uniform than everyone else. They all have a green uniform, but hers is blue for some reason. So she gets to be a blue pony. And then we'll give her her classic pink hair as well. I'm kind of not as happy with this one as I am with the others. I won't lie. I think Yohane is my favorite. I think she came out really, really good. Okay. I'm not sure if I like this specific shade of blue. Hold on. Can I, like, bucket tool it? Oh, that actually worked pretty well. Should even be more leaning towards green. Oh, there we go. That's a good color. It doesn't quite look like the school uniform, but I think that's okay. Okay, so her hair is a very reddish pink. That's a good color for Yuki. I know everything else I color picked from the outlines, and I know I didn't do that here, but that's fine. I was gonna have an excuse for that, but I really don't have one. This music is good. I say that all the time. I think all of Sakura Girl's music is good. Okay. And then we're gonna get like a dark gray to color the hat in. Since the outline is pure black, I don't want the hat to be pure black. We can make that a little bit bigger. Ooh, that's way too big. Okay, this feels like a good balance. Like, this hat looks black. It doesn't look like a dark gray, I don't think. I mean, it is, but you know what I mean. You can cheat colors a little bit, because if you colored everything that was supposed to be black exactly a pure black, you wouldn't be able to see it. Color theory, baby. Yay, and then we'll do the little bear. that a nice brown. What color? Oh, it's actually more like a cat than a bear now that I look at it. That makes sense because it's on the cat hat. It's also quite a bit more like yellow orange. Okay. There we go. That's Yuki. That's Yuki. I'm gonna take another drink. Alright. Let me zoom out. Just the floating head there is really funny, but I didn't want to draw a whole body for Yuki. I want to draw one more pony, I think. Who else do I want to draw? Chat, give me suggestions. I'm taking suggestions. We could do someone from Project Sekai. I do love a rhythm game. Or I feel like I watch a lot of anime. Like, I have a lot of favorite anime, but then as soon as I try to think, oh, who's my favorite anime character, no one comes to mind. I kind of want to do... You know what? I changed my mind about Mimi. I want to draw Mimi. I can't decide. I'm so indecisive. Okay. What if we could do like another, we already did a magical girl. You know what other anime I love actually is The Promised Neverland. Let's draw Emma. Let's do that. I feel like she'll look a lot like Scootaloo, and that'll be really cute. Okay. I don't want her body to be white. I know she wears white, and I've been mostly going off of their clothes to decide. She has green eyes and orange hair. Oh, here's artwork of her wearing green. That's cute. I'm trying to think what color I think suits her, because I think, okay. I do think green is a good idea for her. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go with green. She can be a lighter green, and then her eyes can be brighter. Yeah. That's what we'll do. We'll make a light green Emma. The outline will be a dark green. Okay. You know what? We're gonna zoom out. We're gonna make her bigger. Literally, look at how much of the canvas I haven't used. Like, that's actually insane that I made them so tiny. Why did I do that? So we're gonna make Emma big. Why do I keep drawing them, like, way over? For some reason, drawing big makes me nervous, and I don't know why, because when I zoom in, it's, like, the same size on the screen, you know? Okay. And now I'm having the same problem where the back one ends up bigger. This also should be more of a circle so that I can make this. Also, I meant the back one ends up smaller. I was trying to say it needs to be bigger and it ends up smaller at the same time. No, I don't like any of this. We're gonna make the brush bigger, I think is part of my problem. Okay. See, now it's too thick. If I can draw a circle. Deep breaths, Fizzy. You got this. Okay. Okay. So then this is gonna be more of here. And now I want her to be a little bit stockier, because I think she's gonna be a filly. So like her legs need to be much shorter. Short and wide to make filly legs. And again, my brush is very, very wobbly. What if she doesn't have a cutie mark yet? Wait. I'm trying to think like what from the anime would be a good cutie mark for her if she does have one. I don't know. What do we think, chat? Should she have a cutie mark? Yeah, I think so, because I kind of want to draw. Since I didn't do one for Yuki, I want to do one for her. Okay. No. There we go. That turned out pretty good. Okay. Why don't I like that? I think it sticks out too far. Let's try this. Whoa. Anime, you say? Only really watch Sailor Moon and Hetalia, so if you could do any characters from those franchises, that'd be sick. We drew Sailor Moon! We drew Sailor Moon! She's over here! I don't know anyone from Hetalia. I've never seen it. But there's Sailor Moon. Right over here. Here, I'll zoom in so we can see her better. Whoa. I gave her her boots and her choker from the thing, and then her cutie mark is like it's like the compact thing, and then it has the moon in it and the little bunny ears because she's Usagi, which does mean bunny if you didn't know. And her little bow. I really like her cutie mark. I think we did really well on that one. Okay. Oh my god, I need to zoom way out now. I forgot that I'm drawing big now. Okay. Ooh, a little big piano in there. That's so cute. I'm glad you think so. Thank you. Okay. Okay. This is looking good, and then we'll erase some of the sketch lines. I do feel like this one being a filly comes across. My lines are so wobbly on her. I guess that's the other reason I don't like drawing big, because then I have to draw more. Excuse me. Like, my lines have to go out more. Okay. I want to do the same thing I did with Johanna and erase part of that leg and redraw it in, because I want it to be a little bit rounder. Okay. Let me see here. Whoa. Oh, I need to make my brush smaller again. There we go. Okay. And then I think to make her really come across as a filly, I think her body is too long. to drag this a bit bigger that way, and I'm going to pull it in more. There we go. I think that fixed a lot of my problems with it. Okay. There we go. That works. The Italia thing, my profile is Alfred H. Jones. He's the representation of America, if you couldn't tell by the user. He always has a burger or soda. He's so silly. Haha. Okay, I know the burger thing is a stereotype of Americans. I think it's funny how much that shows up in anime. Like, is that particularly a Japanese stereotype of Americans, or is that how the whole world sees America? Because, I mean, they're not wrong. Okay. I need that to be higher up. I don't know why I'm so focused on getting her body shape right when I really wasn't on the other ones. But I love Emma. I want to do her justice. Okay. Great. So now we need her hair. So we need, because her hair is orange, so we're going to do a brown outline. So first step is that she's going to have a little short tail. They low-key think we're fat, and yeah, they're not wrong. I love fast food as an American, but I try so hard to stick to my diet. Genuinely, fast food is so good, though. I also love fast food. I eat out far more than I should. Okay. There we go. Cute little stubby tail for her. Okay. I didn't draw ears on her again. That's the same thing I did with Sailor Moon. Okay. So Emma's hair needs to come up, because that's like one of the important parts of her design, is that she does have like an ahoge thing. Oh, it's round, right? What am I doing? Okay, there we go. And then we can draw like a few like kind of leafy shapes coming out. I want her hair to also get like more fluffy as we get to the bottom. Okay. So it needs to kind of come... There we go. That feels like a good shape for her, and then we'll erase this line. Yeah, it doesn't help with school. My siblings having practices, so I'm always eating early or way too late and starving halfway through watching the Deadpool movies at like 10 p.m. Yeah, I oftentimes don't eat dinner at all until after I'm done streaming. Also, I don't know, by school you might mean college, but I would like to remind everyone that my chat is for 18 plus only. I try to keep my chat that way. My rules for my chat are in my description. If anyone ever wants to read them, please do read them before chatting. Thank you. Yeah, I'm in college. Okay. We are all good then. Oh, I think this hairstyle is really cute, actually. She's kind of giving Makoto Naegi right now with the brown and green. Oh, I made my thing bigger. Hold on, let me make it smaller again. Now I've made it too small. You know what? I'm okay with just the one loop. That's all right. Okay, and then we're gonna get her eye, and she's again actually gonna have pretty round eyes. Ooh. I guess if she's a filly, hold on, let me get a reference picture of a filly in my My mom texted me to eat something. Definitely eat something. Yes, take care of yourself. Okay. So very round eye, and then they have like very circular pupils as well. Like 3 little eyelashes. Okay. Oh, she's so cute. She's so cute. I love Emma. Okay. And then she has like a bright, we'll give her a dark kind of green eye. There we go. And then we'll do the same with like our variations in there. Okay. I'm actually gonna draw a line here again. Whoa! Get those shines in there. She is a filly, so they have 3 shines. Wait, hold on. The filly shine is way bigger, actually, than the other ones are. That's too big, I think. But they've kind of got... All the fillies have, like, 1 big shine and then 2 little ones. There we go! Okay, I also wanted to give her a happy face. There we go. Alright. I'm undecided if she should have a cutie mark or not. What do we think? I'm gonna start coloring her with no cutie mark. Okay. And we can always draw one on top of it. Is that a good color for her hair? It's a much brighter orange. It's like... There we go. That feels right. I don't know why I gave her this like micro bang situation. I didn't draw ears on her either. Is it bad that I kind of don't feel like going back in and drawing ears? It's too late. We're past it already. Oh, Promise Neverland, Emma. What a good character. What a good anime. I have not seen the 2nd season. I know people hate it. I watched like a couple episodes and wasn't really into it. I think the 1st season had a great ending where it was. I don't need to know anything that happens after. Also, I'm gonna talk about spoilers for a second. Sorry. I'll give you a minute to click off if you don't want Promise Neverland spoilers. I hear that in the manga, or in season 2 or whatever, they pull a Norman is alive situation, which I kind of saw coming because we never saw the body. Like, it wasn't at all shocking, but also I find that really disappointing. Norman should have died. Like, I love Norman very, very much. But I think for story reasons, it would have been a lot better if he had died. Colored. I don't know why I phrased it like that. Make it colored. We're gonna color it. Fizzy's getting sleepy. It's not even that late yet. We were up way later last night on day 1 of debut week. This is day 2 of debut week. If you're in the chat and if you're not familiar with my streams, I am having an official debut this Saturday. I do have a countdown timer there. highly encourage you to subscribe before my debut week. Okay, so I want her to be like a light green, but more yellowy. What do we think of this color? Is this a good pony color? No, it's not. There's still just something about it that doesn't... Is it too saturated? See, that feels too desaturated. Yeah, alright, this one's good. This is a good color. We can roll with this. I really like her. She's such a cutie pie. Okay. I like the orange and green together too. I think that works for her. I just didn't want to make her white. Because I know her actual outfit in the show is all white. I mean, they all are. Don't they even acknowledge that in the show? Isn't that like part of their realizing how screwed up the whole farming thing is? Is that they're like watching to see if they get dirt on them? Wait. Oh no, never mind. Ignore the thought I just had. Oh. I could just sit here and make noises. We could do a whole stream where I don't even talk and I just make silly little goofy sounds the whole time. I could be using the bucket tool for this. I'm not though. Who's to say why? Who's to say why I do anything, really? That also just went outside of the lines. Okay, so I'm thinking about cutie mark ideas for her. And I have a few thoughts if I want to do anything. So first of all would be some kind of like test score or like chess piece or something. Because she is very, very smart. That's an important piece of who she is. But then it's also, like, that doesn't really make a lot of sense to be chess or something, because part of it is that she doesn't necessarily think ahead. I don't know, I kind of like leaving her a blank flank. I think Emma makes a good... Okay, hear me out. Emma's a blank flank. This is pony version of Promised Neverland. She's a blank flank. Ray and Norman both have their cutie marks and they're like teasing her about it. And that's part of the thing, is that she wants to get her cutie mark to catch up to Ray and Norman. Except she doesn't get her cutie mark until they escape. And so Norman never gets to see her cutie mark. That's such a tragedy. Actually, yeah. I fear that's it. That's the only correct answer. Okay. I kind of want to shrink her down so we can see her in scale next to Yohane and Sailor Moon. And also the Yuki head that we didn't do anything with. I see. Hello. Sorry I popped out for a bit. No, that's okay. Who are we drawing? We just drew Emma from the Promised Neverland. Here she is. She's a filly. She's a blank flank. And we made her way bigger because I realized it was absolutely crazy that I was drawing so small on the canvas. I want to shrink her down though. Now that I've drawn her big, I want her matching, because she's a filly. Whoa. Oh, that's right. We have to combine. Hold on. We gotta combine the layers. Wait. Luckily, she's only on 2 layers. Merge with layer below. Now we can do this. There we go. Then she's gonna have to be short. Does that seem the right scale? She seems still... Okay, that seems better. There we go. Now we can see everyone we've drawn together here. Sailor Moon and Yohane, and then the little Yuki head that I didn't finish. I love Yuki. I don't want to draw a whole body for her. Okay, I think we can do probably one more. One more and then end the stream. That seems like a good plan. I am open to more suggestions. You know what I want to do? I know it's not an anime character. I want to draw a Fizzy pony. I want to be a pony. I want to draw myself. Okay. Which actually is going to be another green coat one. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, we can draw me big again. Now I've gotten used to drawing big like that. We are so back. Yes, we are. Hello, hello. Welcome back. Okay. So, for this I need a dark green again. But more towards yellow-green. I do actually, wait, we need to draw Sonia. I drew, yes, let me find, hold on. Where is, I drew like a sketch of her on paper when I was preparing for this stream. So I can pull that out. Let me see. Okay, we're gonna stop for a second. We're gonna I'm gonna take a picture of this and I'm gonna send it to myself and then I'm gonna put it up on stream. That's a really bad picture. There's a huge shadow in it, but whatever. It's fine. It's all fine. Okay. So the way that I send things to myself, and I am saying this because I highly recommend it. I think everyone should do this. I have a Discord server that is only me. I am the only person in it. And I send everything to myself using my own personal Discord server. It's a great way to transfer things between different places on different devices. Okay. Okay, we're gonna save this image. Oh, we're gonna save it as Ponia. Haha. Isn't that funny? Okay. Now how do can I import? Yes, import layer. Oh, good. Whoa, it came out massive. Hold on. When I can use Discord? Okay. Can we make this layer smaller? Yeah. There she is, by the way. That's the sketch I drew. The cutie mark is kind of bad. The idea of the cutie mark was supposed to be like a tiara. I wasn't really feeling that. I thought, like, the anatomy of her worked really well, though. Okay. That's Alpha Twin. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Okay. Great. We'll move her there. And then... I'm really proud of Ponia. I hate how much I think that pun is funny. Okay. So now we'll draw on a new layer above her. Yay! So I think she's gonna have a dark green body. Okay. Can I, like, make this, like, lower opacity? Is that a thing I can do? Yeah, it is, baby. This is a good, oh, sorry, I'm brain rotted. Oh, okay, that's not slang I'm familiar with, but that makes sense. Zoom in more is always the answer. Okay. The thing about having about using my own Discord server too is that I've been doing that since I was probably 13. I made that Discord server for myself, so I have like so many old images and stuff in there. Like I have art I made when I was a kid readily accessible in my personal Discord server that's existed for a decade. Older than a decade, actually. Wait. Oh god, time isn't real. Time isn't real, guys. Okay. This is what I've learned about making art. Is that when my lines come out all shaky, I just need to draw them faster. And then they come out way less shaky. There, we can see that bean shape that I had in there. Comes out weird. Alright. Ah, my stupid shaky lines. There we go. That's okay. It's okay. It's fine. Why did I make this too short? Hold on. Oh, because that's where the shoe is. Because she's a princess, so she's got to have the shoes and everything. Okay. There we go, and then I do think the shape of her back legs came out particularly good. Like, I'm very, very happy with that. She's got shoes and the dress that makes her a princess. Yeah! Skirt is a really bad place for me. I'm always getting called slurs and harassed. Oh no. Yeah, we don't need to talk about Fizzy's experiences on Discord as a young child. Genuinely some traumatic stuff in there that I don't need to talk about on stream. Yeah, Discord's a lot. Okay, other than, like, other VTuber servers, like, I'm in a few servers that are just, like, talk to other VTubers, get to know other people, plan collabs and stuff. Other than that, I really try to stay away from public Discord servers. I pretty much only use it to talk to my friends. Yeah, Pinterest is also good. Okay. So I made her wings, like, folded out in the drawing. I guess I don't need this line because her hair's covering it. We'll leave it where it is. Whoa, whoa. Ear. I don't know why I gave her, like, such thick, round ears. Every single Fangirumpa is, like, one person who said awful shit on Discord. Yeah, Discord does definitely breed. I don't know. That's not at all the shape I was trying to draw. Okay, focus, Fizzy. There we go, that's pretty good. I'll take that. Okay, then this wing situation, I need to pull up a reference of an alicorn wing. Because they have, like, funky shaped wings. Okay, let me get... Where's a good picture? Why are they all cropped? I don't want a cropped picture. What the hell? They're all cropped. There we go. This is... Oh, this is a picture of just the wing. This is good. Okay, let's see if I can draw this shape. I'm nervous. Okay, so it kind of comes up. That's what I did wrong, was I made it go down. There we go. And then... Okay, it is feathers all the way down is the other thing that I did wrong. Okay, it's a little far up on her body. Like, it should be a little bit further back, but I kind of don't mind. I don't mind this. I'm happy with how that came out. Fizzy is constantly learning the lesson that art comes out better when you use references. You'd think eventually I'd learn that and it would be in my head, but it's not. Okay. So now we're gonna add a new layer. I don't even know what's on what layer anymore. And we'll get a nice, like, dark, kind of brown. There we go. And then this will be for her hair. I think the only less problematic fandom is Gravity Falls because Alex Hirsch is awesome and doesn't take that shit. I have never actually seen all of Gravity Falls. Everything that I know about it is like a show that I would absolutely love. I should watch it. I don't know why I haven't. Okay. Why do I not? I haven't even pulled up a picture of Sonia. Let me do that so I can actually look at her. Sonia Nevermind. I am Sonia Nevermind. Okay, there we go. Oh, that's right, I remembered to put it on a different layer. Everybody say good job, Fizzy. You're so smart and cool. Thank you, chat. What a lovely thing for you to say to me, completely unprompted. Speak, especially the books. I didn't know there were books. Of Gravity Falls, you mean? Okay. So then I gave her this kind of generic shaped tail. Talented, amazing, incredible, show-stopping. Whoa, I didn't tell you to say any of that. That was actually unprompted. Thank you so much. Okay, let me... Whoa. Oh, my art tablet is tilted. I didn't even notice that. I just have like a little handheld one. Okay. So we should be brainstorming better cutie marks for her because I don't really like the tiara. But obviously her talent is being a princess. Like, we know that. That's literally her ultimate talent. They call it that. Which is basically the same thing as a special talent. But I don't know how else to show it, I guess. I feel like some kind of a cult symbol also might be good for her. I didn't draw lines in her horn, that's what's missing. There we go, that looks better. There's some comics, a coloring book, Journal 3, and the Book of Bill. Interesting. Yeah, I really don't know much about Gravity Falls. I've seen I don't know. I know a fair amount, I guess, just from YouTube videos. I'm on the wrong layer. Hold on. That's the thing about remembering to add layers, is now I have to remember to switch between them too. How complicated. Okay. So then we're gonna get like a brighter yellow. Maybe even lean a little bit more into green for it. And this is gonna be the color of her little shoesies. And so I wanted this shape when I drew it in the sketch. I wanted it to kind of mimic a crown. So that's why it's like just the one part that goes forward. Again, she is the ultimate princess, which immediately makes her better than all of the princesses in the actual My Little Pony universe. Take that, Celestia. Celestia is not the ultimate princess. Oh my god, okay. You know what? That's okay. Deep breaths, Fizzy. You can draw a single line. Sometime we're gonna do a stream that's gonna be actually really focus on learning to use the art tablet. And we're gonna get, like, children's drawing worksheets. I wanna be a princess. You're a princess in my heart. Fizzy, what should I do? Should I write my Danganronpa, play Pokemon, or start a new game? Ooh. Okay, writing the Danganronpa takes creative energy. Do you have creative energy right now? Because that's an important piece. Otherwise, I mean, what's the new game? That's also important context. Like, what would you be starting? Okay. Not really. I've been playing Splatoon for a while, so not much energy. Okay, definitely don't want to work on something, especially something that's important to you, because you've talked about your Danganronpa before. What layer did I draw this on? Oh, okay. And then we'll get an eye shape in here. And Sonia has also kind of almond-shaped eyes, more like Johanna did. Oh, except the alicorns also have, like, fully enclosed eyes. Let's look for a new game to start. I mean, yeah, I'm in favor of starting new games, always. Okay, so she needs to have enclosed, but also kind of square-shaped eyes is kind of the alicorn look. There we go. And then she can have, like, some eyelashes coming from it. There we go. That's way too far back. Hold on. Okay. So then we'll fill this in all black, and then we'll get... She has, like, really pretty light blue eyes. So we'll add that in a little bit. Game recommendation. Ooh. Oh, Omori is a good one. That's one I've been wanting to play. Okay. So then we'll get Sonia's light blue eyes. Very, very pale, icy blue. Omori is one of those that what I know about it, like, strikes right up my alley. It kind of scares me, though, because I know there's some pretty sensitive content in it. And, like, I'm no stranger to games with sensitive content. But I'm scared to play it, like, on stream or something, because it worries me that I might have to, like, stop it partway through or something, and I don't want to have an audience doing that. So if I was gonna play it, I'd want to do it on my own. Draw this back in here. There we go. Okay, then we get the white eye shines. Okay. This is cute. Okay, great. Now we'll add yet another layer. I'm gonna turn off the sketch so that we can color. Oh wait, I didn't close off the ear. I need to do that. Okay. And then give her a smile there. Oh. Oh, okay. Yay! Cutie! Now we can do the coloring. Okay. So she's gonna be kind of... Oh, I think that might be a nice color for her. There aren't a lot of ponies with darker colors. Like, I kind of like the idea of that. Okay. I don't like this song. We're gonna skip it. It's just not really for me. It's cute, but come on. There we go. This is a funky song. This one's called Catwalk. I really like this color. There should be more ponies with darker coat colors. We only really have like Luna and Cheerily. Those are the only two coming to mind. Actually, yeah, Luna, Cheerily. The Valentine's page in the Book of Bill. Darker ponies for the win, yes. Okay. I'm so locked in. I'm not even talking because I'm just coloring. I like coloring pictures. That would be a fun stream, coloring pictures. I feel like I say it all the time. I'm like, here's a million ideas for streams to do, and then I don't do them. Half the time I'm joking. I really like making dumb jokes about what if we did a stream that was just 2 hours of silence. Is always funny to me. I'm gonna shower, then come back? Yeah, shower, dude. I love taking showers, can I just say? Like, actually one of my favorite parts of the day. I love just being in the water. Okay, this might be a controversial opinion, but hear me out. Best kind of shower. You go in, you take a really hot shower, and then turn it cold right at the very end. Yeah. I think she's coming out really cute. Gotta work on something. My birthday, then I'll be back. Oh, happy birthday. Happy birthday. Okay. I didn't erase part of the lines of her body. I'll have to do that. Part of those overlap her hair. Oh well. Why am I not making my brush bigger? Also, why am I using such a small brush to color this? Oh, because I just went out of the lines, that's why. Ha ha ha. It's okay, we'll erase it. There we go. Eraser, it's fine. Everything is fine. There. Also, my lines are so shaky that, like, it doesn't even matter if it goes out of the lines. What if I did just bucket tool it? This is taking forever. Whoa, that's why I don't just bucket tool it. I'm not sure why it did that. It's closed. There's no open gaps. Oh well. I'm getting very, very sleepy. It's also hard to see the color I used to outline the mane against this color of the body. I shouldn't be singing when there's other music playing. Stretching. I really like, so I'm sitting in a different chair lately. Well, because I moved rooms. I moved like my setup and everything to a different room recently. I've talked about that a few times. Oh, the mouth is like a slightly different color. Oh well, you can still kind of see it there. Okay, anyway, this new chair that I'm in, like, kind of chafes my legs against it. And, like, I noticed this last night after I was streaming for a long time, like, it kind of hurt. So, like, the old chair was really creaky. It might actually be better. I don't know, this chair that I'm in now used to be my sister's chair, and I know she really hated this chair. I never knew why. I wonder if that's why. I should ask her about it. I bet not, because she doesn't wear short shorts like I do. Okay. Finally, we finished that coloring! That took way too long. I'm back, baddies. Welcome back. Okay. Now we're gonna color in the main color. She has like very, very light blonde hair. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Whoa. This does feel very regal to me. Like, I think that comes across. I think the darker color helps with that. I think that when I look at Luna, too. Like, there's something about the jewel tone skin that makes it feel very... Not skin, it's the coat. Which is kind of like skin. If you really think about it, it's... I don't know. Really, when you think about it, I think everything is kind of like skin. It's all made of cells, right? So sorry, I said things are made of cells, and now this is the conversation we're gonna have now. There was this song when I was little that we listened to in school, and it's called the Cell Rap, and I'm willing to bet it's still on YouTube. But it was like, it was just a rap about cells, and they played it in my elementary school class. It like goes over like all the parts of a cell or whatever. And for whatever reason, my class, not even my class, it was like this special like gifted program thing I was a part of. Not to brag, Fizzy's really smart. Anyway though, and we just became obsessed with the cell rap, and like we would have like class parties and stuff, and we'd like beg the teacher to play the cell rap for us. And I do unfortunately still have it memorized. I probably haven't heard it. Oh, I don't know when the last time I would have heard it was. A long time ago. Okay. this is pretty cute. Again, I think the royalty comes across. Like, she feels regal to me, and I'm happy about that. I'm almost done with the main coloring, though. Oh, I meant main as in, like, the most of her body, but also the main coloring, like M-A-N-E. Which means we have to decide on a cutie mark now. So I'm gonna get, like, kind of a silver color, and I think we're gonna draw, like, a tiara-y shape. Okay, what does a tiara look like? Hold on. There we go. Okay. That's a little too, like, McDonald's Archie for me. Whoa. Alright. So we have kind of a base here. Oh, she needs a crown. Wait, let me... I do think silver suits her more than gold does. Okay, that's not a very good crown, but it's there. It's something. It exists now, which is what we needed it to do. Again, I do think some kind of like that works. Oh, you know what? Because her kingdom also has like a focus on like military stuff. What if there's like some kind of sword or something behind it? Like a sword piercing the crown? And it's kind of going through the hole in it. That could work. And then we could actually do like cross them, make another one. Okay, I don't mind that. I think that works for her. Yeah, I feel good about that. Okay, and then we need... Right, I drew the outline of her shoes as being gold, but I think we're gonna make them silver. Because like I said, I think that suits her color scheme so much more. I don't know, I mean, she does have... I was gonna say she does have gold on her design, but she really doesn't, does she? I guess she has like a bracelet that's gold, but there's more of like a bronzy kind of color in the middle. Oh well. Okay. We'll get these shoes colored in. Decided I'm gonna work on shield. Nice, nice. I think once we get the shoes colored in, I think she'll be done. Pokedex work is a turn-off brain kind of task. That's good. I have never really played a Pokemon game. There was one that my sister had when we were little, but I played hers a few times. But other than that, I've never really played one. I've seen a lot of the Pokemon anime. Oh, I didn't even think about Pokemon characters. We should have drawn Misty as a pony. Okay. Let's look at Sonia. Oh, I think she turned out really cute. I'm really happy with her. Okay, let's zoom all the way out. Let's make her small again and put her in the corner with everyone else. Whoop. Oh, that's right. She's on different layers. I don't want to deal with merging layers because I don't even know how many layers I put her on. So she's just gonna be big. She deserves it. My queen, my baby. She is the ultimate princess, after all. If Celestia is that much bigger than Ponies, how big do you think the ultimate princess is? Okay. I think with all of that, I think it's just about time to end the stream. Yeah, so this was day 2 of debut week. You can see it in the corner, my countdown timer. Well, I just moved my microphone. I hope that wasn't super loud. You can see my countdown timer. My official debut is on Saturday. It's coming up very soon, and I'm very, very excited to share it. Tomorrow, as continuing debut week, tomorrow we are showing off my doll collection, which I'm really excited to do. That, other than the actual debut stream, I think that's the one I'm most excited for. Have a good day, thank you, you too. Alright, with all of that, au revoir et bonne nuit, Fizzy loves you!